Vende, I saw Kirby, I made I love.
Are you at the airport or are you
Well, good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you. Well,
Look, he says.
what's next?
not even like you? Peter? Let's see, we got Nathaniel Bogle. Hell yeah. I got you. Why are you on you? Over here? Yeah, sure. You're working on your food volley? You want to recruit him? Huh? Go ask us. That's such a file. Let you know what you want to back. The door or you there? Alright. Okay. Good morning, Jonathan. Jonathan. Hi. Not yet. Did you join yet or still in the process of joining? So clicking the accept to be on live. Okay, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Oh gosh. This tastes like it was perfect and then they sucked up the sugar.
Yeah.
That's just sweet.
Okay, let's start with Yaska. No, stop. It's your day.
You have to be prepared.
Yeah.
Fine. Fine.
Prepare us in 20
I
seconds.
can totally drop for you. When we pop up. Clock. Good morning, everyone. So we're just learning in the Weimer about what causes like the complete system shutdown, the control, delete, task manager. Basically, how do you get yourself to be realigned with what Hashem wants so you can be successful in what you're doing? So you can feel and be alive and not just be robotic and not just go through the motions and not that life shouldn't be a painful, heavy thing. That it could be enjoyable, that we can live life and be successful. And it's explaining that what short circuits everything is when you have your own agenda, when you're a full vessel, when you're doing things because you decided that that's what's right and everything else can go fly a kite. Although that would be pretty fun sometimes. So it's that idea when you're a full vessel, when you're full of what you want and you think. And it talks about not only things that are permissible, right? Like I'm wanting to eat good food or just enjoy myself. Or not only are we talking about, God forbid, not even negative things, right? The person has like bad thoughts who wants to do bad things or negative stuff. That's his agenda. But we're talking about even positive, holy things. Like he decides that this is what I should do and this is not for me. I give you an example. Someone says, no, I cannot do a FiveAlive because it's not real learning. I need to learn from a mimer, and even that can be, having a person's personal agenda. That can make him a full vessel. And full vessel basically means that he doesn't get inspired or affected by anything that he's doing because it's what he decided is correct. And it's not about that this is what Hashem wants. This is what is the right thing that a person should be doing. Although it may not be necessarily the best thing in his mind, but is it the right thing? And so, I mean, me personally, I find that that's my serious struggle. I know we all have that struggle, but personally, right here, right now, that's my struggle. What is the right thing? What does Hashem want for me? What am I not doing correct that things are getting so difficult, that things just feel like such a burden, that like I'm grinding through the days. And that's, it's just, first off, just the fact that I can be aware of it, I won't necessarily congratulate myself, because I feel like I knew that already for a while. But the question is, how do I figure it out? How do I figure out what is correct? What's the thought process? What's the method? Doing what's the right thing, and not doing what I think is the right thing, and having that align with what Hashem wants, and therefore I should be able to be successful, be fruitful. I should be able to feel what I'm doing, and really be happy and live, love, and enjoy. So that's my.
Okay. I sent you all of the text. Okay.
Some more.
I said, look at your phone.
Also, you too, you guys also, another, wherever country you are online, check your phones. I believe it was posted what it is that we're going to be reading and learning today.
Yeah, I just posted it.
If you're able to.
No, he's only thanks for like stealing our beach.
You are so, not only did I steal it, I shared it.
Lesson 17 to their needs.
So I get it, Dovey. You'll do it tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dovey, you're up tomorrow. No questions.
No.
Hell yes. I would like to point out something you are undoubtedly aware of, and that is your son's age. He is in transition from youth to maturity, a time of the time of life that entails considerable strain. During this sensitive period of adolescence, it is particularly important not to do anything that might aggravate the strain.
I'm supposed to read.
Yep.
This is particularly true in a country such as this, where even mature adults are prey to forces of negative cultural and street influence, and it requires much willpower not to succumb, much more so where teenagers.
In light of the above, it is obviously the sacred duty of every near and dear one, and especially of parents, to do all things possible to promote the teenager's peace of mind and thereby make his struggles easier. Certainly to avoid anything which might weaken his willpower to resist the influences of the street, etc.
Further point, in the realm of faith, religion, and feeling, every individual is a world unto himself. This is not the cause of being in the realm of reason, where one can argue and convince and change the other person's mind. In the former instance, young people especially become attached to an ideal, practically one that is expressed in actual behavior.
You see it?
Yeah. So I think I read the letter in the morning earlier. I don't know. For me, it's difficult. If I have a paper, I can read. But for me to go inside, I think it's not. So if you think I should, I would do whatever you want me to do. If you want me to go back and look at the letter and read, I would do. So I'm going to go to find out the letter. Find out if it's written down. Oh, 1 second. Written down the letter. 1 second. First of all, 1 second. Written down. I know what I'm going to go. Is the WhatsApp. Is Rabbi Isaac posted it. I read the whole thing today in the morning. Okay. Which words you holding down? Which word do you want to read? Which words? Yeah, which words? I would like to point out which the wording you want me to use. What?
The last paragraph.
Last paragraph, 1 second. Last paragraph says like this, 1 second. I have the last paragraph in front of me. It can be extremely difficult to get such a person to change his feelings and conduct, and any effort to change his true nature when applied to a young person during this sensitive period of adolescence has serious implications. From the Rebbe, from the letter of the Rebbe in the years 5726. Thank you.
Word. I'm a professional. I. Yeah, I'm young the song.
I'm here. Are we doing minutes or reading?
Words.
Word?
Yeah.
What's my word?
I.
What?
I.
I?
Yeah.
Like the letter or the organ?
No matter.
The letter? Uh, iota.
What?
Iota.
Iota. Nathaniel. What? Nehemiah, word.
You're on mute.
What's my word?
Word.
Think.
Thank you.
Like propaganda.
2. Sleep.
Say the word and me. My turn. Say a word, which word?
Whichever that we're up to, which is point. And you say a random thing that comes to you.
Confirm.
Nah.
Out. We out here.
Doctor.
Something. Something beautiful. It's just the word.
Yaska.
Yeah.
You.
What?
You.
You?
Yeah.
Bouncing.
1 minute, Ephraim. Yehonatan. Yonatan. Time Yonatan.
Ye. So I wanted to just say that I noticed something. I was gonna say just it's great that I'm able to say switch over from a long parak to a shorter parak, but then I looked at the psukim just to get more specific, and I realized parak of Beis has Lamed Beis psukim, which is lave, right? Parak of Gimel has vav psukim. Just something that popped in my head right when I saw that was that something that I guess I'm gonna take something for me to work on. I guess that's part of my aplata for my birthday. Is the main thing that a Jew has is the connection of God in Chachma at least, and he needs to bring it over to his heart through the 6 other faculties. Bring Chachma through the 6 other faculties in order for it to permeate his entire heart. So I'm gonna try that.
Nehemiah? All right, so I'll go. Ta-dum-dum. plead here and now. I'm asking Hashem to help me and guide me. Yeah, very. It's interesting because like I'm very overwhelmed. There's so much that needs to be done, and I just got a letter of the Rebbe. One of the letters was saying that you should just do everything, your day to day, your basics, what you do. Make sure you do it. And I find it that I'm overburdening myself, and I'm neglecting my basic day to day things, my chores. I'm not doing them consistently or appropriately, and therefore maybe that can be the solution.
You say it's my business to do what you're supposed to. Morning, everyone. Morning, internet. Morning, annoying people who are posting your cat videos on the same site. Morning, everyone. Orange juice. What is orange? You don't know what the word is. This does not mean that you drink orange. No, the fruit. You getting it? That's the Coke. No. Okay, it's my turn to speak, so it's now your turn to speak. Say whatever you want to say.
Good morning, everyone. That's like reading over the letter. Nice job, mechanic. Okay. Just so true. It's like everything that goes on around you is so hard to like stay yourself and do your thing. Sort of like what Zalmi said. I actually like to see that letter. It's a cool letter. This is sort of similar to this one. Right? And then yeah, just you get all this pressure from outside, and it's just so hard to just stay yourself and do what you need to do.
Good morning, everyone. So I was actually talking about this with someone yesterday, and I think it could be very true for a lot of us, that these days there's so much going on, and there's so many different things that are trying to grab your attention. There's so many, the whole day your phone's getting notifications on your phone. Do this, look at me, look at me, look at me. Everyone's trying to grab your attention, and sometimes it's very hard to do what you need to do on a day-to-day basis or even long-term. I think that sometimes harder than actually doing what you want is figuring out what you want. Like, I feel like a lot of times coming up with the plan of what you want to do is a lot harder than actually doing it. Like, once you lock in on what you want to do, once you set your goals for the day and you write it down or whatever, and you know what you want to do, then going out and actually executing it for some people can be not as hard.
Right. Well, morning, everyone. So I was reading, that was actually my part. It says here, young people especially become attached to an idol to one that is expressing actual behavior. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, this is so true. But at times, like, I could be speaking to someone, like, I could say younger person or whatever, and I just could be saying like a very good point, whatever, and I'll just be like, whatever, I don't care, like, a lot of times you could say all these nice things and they could be all wise and all, educational or whatever, but they don't care what you have to say. But when they see you acting it out and all that stuff, they see that you're enjoying yourself, you're happy and all that stuff, and you're like a living example, then they'll want to do it more than if you just sit there and preach all day.
You scared.
Okay, yes, when a guy speak, I really don't want to speak. He speaks so nice. So So the idea of what I understood from the letter of the Rebbe is not rock the boat, make everything smooth and nice. And imagine you have a lot of temptation, everybody wants to get you on their side. So what do? I think you have to make an environment that nobody ever made, the nicest environment that people like to be together. They feel relaxed and happy. So they do exercise, they talk, they really know who they are. Basically, to understand, don't irritate yourself. I mean, basically, make sure you feel happy and don't regret. So I think what we do now, we have to make it more entertaining, more nicer to speak about and to realize what's going on about our life. Thank you.
You guys are on mute first and foremost, and is it my turn as well as are we going to comments of 30 seconds or do we continue minutes?
Whatever you guys want to do.
All right, so let's continue minutes, I guess. All right. I was just thinking about it. How do you organize something? Well, you can organize it by color. You can organize it by name. You can organize it by brand. You can organize it by type. You can organize it by size. Yeah, there's a lot of ways to do something. You got to stick to one thing and then go with that. But there's also a lot of people that they're great at planning. They're not great at doing. They're great at, as somebody, a friend of mine said, actually, either way, someone said that they're very good at cholam zich, to be cholam zich. Basically, they're very good at dreaming, but they're not very good at doing. Either way, that's why there's different types of people. One person's an innovative imagination, and the other person has the action and has the resources, and that's how everyone's able to take care of each other. And that's how we learn how to break our own barriers. L'chaim.
Alright, what's up, people? Don't know if you can hear me. I'm really tired. I was went to gym 5:30 this morning to get out and do the job. Was meant to be going to Israel this week, but God has a miraculous plans. Yo, it's mad. I'm working on the song hopefully coming out with one thing. So that last step.
Now that we realized that we were on mute. Nechemia, good morning. I just wanted to point out that it's kind of hard to hear you. It's very echoey, not so clear. So we'd like to hear it more clear. There's a way to figure that out. And these ideas. I think the idea ultimately of making a place and being part of something, first off, believe in yourself, it automatically adds, right? Tenfold power to what a person can accomplish and achieve. But then is there the idea that I'm doing it just because instead of me having to do things, I'm, kind of like trying to get other people to do it? Or is that the way it should be? That I don't have to do everything. Everybody always says hard work and you got to do it and you got to this. It's true, but maybe I can do the hard work in the areas and the gifts and the places that I've been given. Why do I have to do everything?
You think like that. So, everyone's trying to do different stuff. Yeah.
It's like you're trying to put on a nice suit, but you forgot to put on your underwear. You're doing stuff like trying to do a lot of hard work, but if you got to do you're trying to fix electricity, but you didn't. You call it electricians trying to fix electricity, but you didn't turn on the fuse. This something you gotta do before you do this stuff. So you gotta start doing the basics and stuff that you try to do every day, like, and then maybe you'll be able to get it to work. Yeah.
I just want to say the orange is 7 point. Yeah.
So I think now is kind of the time of year where people are trying to figure out what they're doing for the summer, what they're doing for next year, what they're doing for Pesach. Basically, there's a lot of uncertainty. And I think one of the hardest things is, even though it definitely is a big deal what you're going to do for the summer, what you can do for next year, I think it's very important to at least try to just trust the process a little bit and trust God that it's all going to fall into place. And obviously, you got to do what you got to do to try to figure it out. But ultimately, you got to trust that it's all going to work out. Yeah. Chaim, have a great day, everyone.
Yeah. Not Jacob.
Jacob. No comments.
Yusuke. Yusuke. Yusuke.
Yes. My turn?
Yes, it is.
So, this experience that you have, that even your body is relaxed, or sitting down over here and joining each other,
The timer's not running.
what?
Don't worry about it.
So I think by us sitting like this, looks to you like it's nothing. You can say it's nothing, but I think it's a lot because you tell your body to calm down. What you're doing now basically, you want to understand the creator of the world, how he operates. I think he's not going to betray you because you don't want to betray yourself and your feelings are right. And I like what the person said, I don't know his name. He said, don't worry, it's going to be good. Very important. Every word people said was very special. I look at the faces. And so nice to be here. I'm I'm listening, and I'm listening, and I know that you guys put an effort to sit here, so it helps me. The people put an effort.
Thank you, Rabbi Yoske. All right. So, Coops, unless people, unless it's difficult for people on the other side or difficult for people not to touch the timer, I suggest that the timer should be facing the screen and untouched. And it's a little glary right now. I can't see the seconds going. Perfect. If you could just leave it like that, that's great. If you could leave it like that, even for the other people on the other side, so everyone's able to see the timer moving. And I want to comment on what Dovey said, that it really depends on which stage in life you're in. To be honest, if you're in the stage of, camp adolescence and all that, then yeah, you don't know where you're going. But if you're in the stage of already working and you have a life and stuff, then business as usual, as they say.
Whose turn is it?
Chemia,
Yeah, yes, good.
was
How
bin
are
Anaheim.
you? Yeah,
Good to see you, Nachman.
good to see you too.
So get a group and speak to Kobe. Get a group of guys and make it organized.
Yeah,
Speak to Kobe.
tonight I'm doing it. I told the guys 8:30. By the way,
Okay.
yes, in my mini.
What's this? What's this? Your room? Is he making music with it? What it does? Oh, very nice. So get the guys to speak to, make it organized. You know, they speak and everything. A letter. You have to make it okay. Be in charge, man. That's the most important thing. Be the leader of the whole world, basically. The Jewish generation, the only friend. It's the right time. Wow. Okay, guys. I see they finished over here. You finished or not? So I just want to tell you something very, share me to something nice. Today, officially in Pennsylvania, Mancob, the guys, basically what happened, guys were, they had like consistent 30 days. Today they finished, and today is a special day, Chov Zayin Order. So they did the impossible every day, never miss a day, be in time, get for bringing us together. It's very nice. I speak to Yosef Kuperman, Yaakov Wasserman, and all of you. This is a part of us doing stuff and be consistent and be forever together. This is the most important thing, forever together. It's not even a joke. It means you be friends forever, to help each other forever. And then you're not going to believe it. What's going to happen is God is going to be everything the Rebbe said to do is happening now, and you're going to experience everything, all the blessings. That's what we see over here. You want to get everything. You want to feel that we are sitting with God, with the Creator of the world, and be satisfied. That's what we're doing over here. I appreciate all of you to be here. It's very